Asia's largest news headquarters. Setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
Thank you for joining us here on The Burning Question. I'm Niranjan. It's been a day of back-to-back barbs, tweets, political slugfest between the BJP and the Congress over a senior Congress MP, someone who's very close to Rahul Gandhi. His name is Gaurav Gogoi, son of the former Assam Chief Minister Tarun Gogoi. And Himanta Biswa, the Assam Chief Minister, claims that Gaurav Gogoi must answer for being so close to the Pakistanis. He's put out a picture of Gaurav Gogoi with Abdul Basit, the former ambassador of Pakistan to India, and even some tweets of his wife's direct links with companies that are working in Pakistan. There are tweets of her saying that she was in Pakistan. So there is a Pakistan link controversy tonight. We're looking at very closely on the show this evening. Here are the headlines. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa ups the ante against Gaurav Gogoi, says police case likely to be registered, inquiry likely into the allegations of Pakistan links to Gogoi's wife. Ranveer Alabadia releases a statement on Instagram, plays the victim card, says his privacy is being invaded at a time when the police says they're not even being able to contact him. Key BJP meet on who will be the next Delhi Chief Minister underway at Tarun Chug's residence. BJP National President JP Nadda attending the meeting. Sources say Parvesh Verma in the lead. Planes bringing back illegals from America, but Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann says it's a bid to defame his state. What logic? Three Israeli hostages released by Hamas just ahead of the 12 o'clock deadline set by US President Donald Trump. All hostages, however, have not been released. All right, our focus this evening. The next few days are going to be extremely interesting, not just in Guwahati, but also in Delhi. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma this evening has said that a police case is likely to be registered and a special investigation team could be constituted to inquire into the allegations of Pakistani links of Congress MP Gaurav Gogoi's British wife Elizabeth Colburn. A detailed inquiry involving the entire ecosystem and sympathizers will be carried out, is the message from Himanta Biswa Sarma. This is the story so far, and then we debate. A storm is brewing since Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma took to X and posted a 2015 picture of Gaurav Gogoi, Congress MP, with Pakistan's Abdul Basit.
তৰিব নতৰিব এইটো এটা বেলেগ কথা কিন্তু কেইটামান কথাত আমি স্পষ্ট হোৱাৰ প্ৰয়োজনীয়তা আছে প্ৰথম যিগৰাকী সংসদ তেওঁৰ পত্নীয়ে পাকিস্তানত কাম কৰাটো সঁচা নে মিছা দ্বিতীয়তে তেখেতে ভাৰতীয় নাগৰিক লৈছে নাই লোৱা তৃতীয়তে এই গোটেই ঘটনাৰ সময়ছোৱাত সংসদগৰাকীয়েও পাকিস্তান ভ্ৰমণ কৰিছিল দ্বিতীয়তে সংসদগৰাকীয়ে পাকিস্তান ৰাজদূতক সাক্ষাৎ কৰোঁতে বৈদেশিক পৰিক্ৰমা বিভাগৰ অনুমতি লৈছিল নে নাই লোৱা বিভিন্ন কথা বতৰা জনাৰ প্ৰয়োজনীয়তা আছে আৰু আমি কাকো অভিযোগ কৰা নাই আমি খালি তথ্যটো জানিব বিচাৰিছোঁ
Himanta claims that Gaurav Gogoi's wife Elizabeth has worked with an organization called Lead Pakistan. According to the Assam Chief Minister, Gaurav Gogoi's wife worked with Ali Tokir Sheikh in this organization in question. In a series of tweets that were put out by the Assam Chief Minister, Himanta claims that Ali Tokir Sheikh's articles reveal attempts to remain strategically involved in the affairs of Assam while being seated in Islamabad. Gaurav Gogoi's wife Elizabeth's Pakistan contact has time and again cheered for Gaurav Gogoi's tweets as seen on social media platform X. This man called Tokir Sheikh has also shared a flurry of anti-India posts. Himanta claims that Gogoi's wife is linked to an organization called Climate and Development Knowledge Network, which operates in various continents. The CDKN is linked to another organization called ICLEI, which has received over 2 million from Soros-backed foundations as per BJP. The Assam Chief Minister has hinted at an attempt carried out to infiltrate the Assam Chief Minister's office between 2013 and 2015. The Congress for now seeming to be on the back foot by Himanta's allegations.
If Assam Chief Minister, he knows this fact, it means for last 10 years he is hiding. Why did he not disclose it earlier? Basically, nobody believes this Chief Minister.
He is habitually doing such thing for a long time, making frivolous and fake allegations against Congress. I don't know why does he do that. I think he wants to steal limelight.
As the issue is raised in the Assam cabinet, the next few days are critical not just in Guwahati but also in Delhi. Okay, we have our panelists joining us this evening. Let me introduce them. Ajay Alok is a BJP national spokesperson. Rami Desai is an author, scholar of the northeast region of India, and Sangeet Ragi, an author. Ramneek Singh Man, a political analyst. Kapil Madan will be joining us in a short while from now. He's an advocate. Satish Kesing is a senior journalist. Sheikh Amar is a Congress leader with us, along with Nikhil Jain, political analyst who's primarily pro-Congress party. Okay, so I have a series of tweets here. And if I look at the tweets, let me start with Ajay Alok. Right, Ajay Alok, let me start with the tweets. Right, my first tweet that I have is from this person called Ali Sheikh. Ali Tokir Sheikh. He's a Pakistani national who works with a company called CDKN. And he says, bravo, Gaurav and 6 others suspended from Indian Parliament by Speaker for standing up for fellow citizens. Suspend me, but please discuss Delhi riots, says Gaurav Gogoi of Congress. And then he tags Elizabeth Gogoi, adds, Elizabeth Gogoi, please let him know our admiration. I'll start with this tweet. Does that prove his...
also mention when the tweet was made. Please do mention when the tweet was made.
Calm down. There are a lot of tweets. Calm down. This tweet.
I am calm down. I'm just asking you to share the full information.
Stay calm, Nikhil. Stay calm. I'll tell you the date also. The date is the 7th of March 2020. 7th of March 2020.
5 years ago.
During the Delhi riots.
Thank you. Thank you. During the Delhi riots. And I'm now, he's still, okay, because you're trying to act smart right on top of the debate, I'm going to ask you, can you please tell me his role right now, Ali Sheikh, now that you know his bio data and you're aware of the tweet, you're aware of who he is and why he made that comment. Can you please tell me where he is right now and what his designation is? I don't care.
Exactly. So because you don't know, because you don't know, you should not, you shouldn't jump the gun. You don't know, and I'm going to ask the first question to Ajay Alok. Speak when you're spoken to. I will come to you. Ajay Alok, how are you and why are you alleging an ISI link? ISI link is being drawn by none other than the Assam Chief Minister. Why and how are you drawing that link?
And why now?
Calm down, Nikhil. My question is to Ajay Alok.
This is an expose. It's not that we were knowing this for the last 10 years. These things came into the picture only for the last couple of days with Himanta Sarma, and then we confirmed it. And then what we gathered that Gaurav Gogoi was married to this Elizabeth Colburn in 2013. Well, it was an expose, sir. Why you're interfering in between and why you're getting perturbed? It's a matter of national security. It's not matter of...
1 minute. Ajay, I'm just going to make one thing clear. Ajay, just pause. I apologize. I'm apologizing to Ajay Alok. Nikhil, usually we don't put down the fader. I know other channels do it. Many of our viewers tell us when people heckle, please put down the fader in the interest of your viewers. But I will not do that. We on Republic do not do that. And don't force me to do that, Nikhil. I promise you I will come to you and give you equal time. Until then, calm down. Just listen to Ajay Alok.
No, Niranjan,
I've given him the chance to speak. No, you will not. You will not. I will decide. I am the anchor. I will decide. You are not the anchor. If you want to be the anchor, apply for a job in Republic, and then we'll look at it. We'll see if you qualify. Ajay Alok. Ajay.
See, this Elizabeth Colburn, she got married to Gaurav Gogoi in 2013. Before that, she was working with Senator Tom Uttal, who was a member of US intelligence and who was actively promoting Pakistan interest for increasing their funding and everything. After that, she came and started living in Pakistan, and she was with Al-Taqir Sheikh, what we are talking about. He was also deputy chairman in Pakistan Planning Commission. Now, this Al-Taqir Sheikh is currently CEO of Lead Pakistan. Now, before getting married, she was working in all these places. Now, Gaurav Gogoi should answer that, was he knowing that Elizabeth is working with an ISI agent? And then also he married. Then 2014, he gets a ticket from Congress, he becomes an MP. These are the sequence of the things. When he becomes an MP 2015, as an MP, he was invited by Abdul Basit. He went to Pakistan High Commission without taking any permission from Lok Sabha Speaker or informing the Ministry of External Affairs or Ministry of Home Affairs, which is the standard protocol by an MP to be done. He didn't do it. After the meeting, he went there with 30 or 40 guys, and after the meeting, he then also never informed the Home Ministry that what conspired in the meeting. And now the most important thing, after this meeting, there was an article in the Hindu published by his startup, and that was criticizing border security forces for ill-treating Bangladeshi migrants. Then after that, there's a consequent set of questions asked by Gaurav Gogoi in the Lok Sabha regarding defense. That where are the radar installations?
He asked questions.
Where is the maritime?
A member of parliament asked
what is the total
questions.
number of coastal radar stations set up in the country? In the parliament, he asked all these questions. Why? Whom these answers were meant to be given? Because all the questions were suggested on defense. Now, why we are telling this, that Gaurav Gogoi needs to come and answer all these questions, because it's a matter of national security. And currently, Mr. Gaurav Gogoi is no ordinary person. He is deputy leader of opposition in the parliament. He has an access to several sensitive documents and several sensitive information.
Yes, he does.
We have seen in the past how Congress has dealt with China. We have seen in the past that how Congress received money, Rajiv Gandhi Foundation received money from China. And now we are seeing this Gaurav Gogoi clear-cut list. So, was this a strategic marriage?
Okay.
Because you see, northeastern region is a diverse political and it's a diverse region where this Catholic mission, this ISI, they are not able to dwell that thoroughly. So, Gaurav Gogoi becomes an easy target because he happens to be son of a chief minister, an influential family, a potential target. So, was that that's what I call strategic marriage. And was he honey trapped? What kind? He needs to come and explain everything. Whether he knew that Elizabeth Colburn was working for ISI, because all these things are funded. It's a channel. It's complete channel. Now this Elizabeth Colburn's sister, She is Susan Tabor. Now, she is an Italian citizen. She works for Caritas. What is Caritas? We all know. Caritas works for conversion, religious conversion all through the globe. In India, they have been accused of doing this. And all these are related with USAID and George Soros. So this nexus is you have to collect the dots. And after collecting the dot, the Gaurav Gogoi comes in the picture. So he needs to answer and come clean. Congress needs to answer. Rahul Gandhi needs to answer. What is this link up?
Now, see, what happens is...
It's a matter of national security.
Okay, got it. 1 minute. Kapil, before you come in. 1 minute. Wait. Kapil, wait. Let me maneuver this, please. 1 second. Kapil, see, if the BJP said guilty by association just because he's married to someone, right? It's his personal life. He can marry whoever he wants in the world. That's not the problem. Problem is they're drawing Elizabeth Gogoi's link to firms or groups or companies that are operating in Pakistan, right? And colleagues of hers who are cheering him on as he takes what Pakistan has done all these years, issues that are close to the hearts of Pakistanis, right? Now, those are issues. It's not guilt by association. There is also a picture of Gaurav Gogoi meeting Abdul Basit, right? And I have the tweet here. Himanta says in this picture, that's the picture. That picture was put out. He says such a high-level interaction with the ambassador of an adversarial nation requires MEA approval and a post-meeting debriefing. Hope the Honourable MP complied with these requirements, as national security must always take precedence over politics. And if you're asking me when was this picture taken, 1 minute. If you're asking me when was this picture taken, this picture was taken in 2015 when Pakistani High Commissioner to India Abdul Basit invited then first term MP and his startup Policy for Youth to discuss India-Pakistan relations at the Pakistan High Commission in Delhi. Now, why is this interesting? This is interesting because if you look at the time, right, that particular period in 2015 and the number of terror attacks carried out by Pakistan in that particular year, details of which are in my hand right now. In 2014, right? You had in 2015 the Jammu attack, 2015 you had a Manipur ambush, 2015 you had the Gurdaspur attack, 2016 you had Pathankot attack, right? Now this was a time, 1 minute, this was a time when we were being hit by Pakistan back to back. There were back-to-back attacks. So it raises questions, Kapil. I've just set the context of that picture. You can take it from here.
Let me just, I don't see any kind of logic and rationale to what Mr. Ajay Alok is saying. Every time he makes a statement, he looks completely unprepared and, he end up exposing his own government. And let me just tell you why. Now, admittedly, these, pictures meeting, I am not even admitting or disputing. These are, as you are saying that, this is from 2015. Who is in the government from 2015? If there was any breach of MP protocol or any kind of violation, maybe procedural, maybe diplomatic, or maybe protocol wise, why is that the government, which is the BJP government since 2014, has not made any formal complaint, or has not raised this issue in the floor of the parliament, or has not issued any kind of show cause notice to Mr. Gaurav Gogoi? So it's just that when you don't have a substance, you make these kind of silly allegations and you end up exposing your own self and your own government. And let me just tell you one more thing. If you just talking that someone has met and thereafter the attacks happened, we also, our Honorable Prime Minister visited Pakistan and the Prime Minister of Pakistan at that point in time, and thereafter we had a Pathankot attack. So this is completely ridiculous that some photographs are there and you are just trying to link it with some terror organization. I think it is absolutely rubbish, shameless, crass creed politics, because you don't have a substance, you don't even have the material. I asked Mr. Alok here how on this earth he can expose his government so badly. I asked one since 2015, one letter written by the Secretariat of Lok Sabha or any other government agency calling this meeting as illegal or calling there is a breach. Now, Mr. Alok comes here on the channel, he says, he gives some random 10, 15 Chinese, these kind of names, and you say, you please connect dot. I mean, this is, foolishness of the highest order.
Okay. I'm getting in Rami Desai now. Rami Desai, I have a series of tweets by this, there is a character called Ali Sheikh, right? Ali Sheikh, and by the way, Ali Sheikh, I just looked him up. Ali Tokir Sheikh, the same person whose tweets have been tagged by Himanta Biswa Sarma. He is serving in the Climate and Development Knowledge Network in Pakistan. That's Lead Pakistan. He continues to serve there from what I see on social media, right? So he's still there. And he has cheered on Gaurav Gogoi. And he says, I would like to, and he tags his colleague, Elizabeth Gogoi, to back Gaurav Gogoi, right? But does that prove any guilt by just a tweet? Rami Desai.
Good evening. First of all, I find it absolutely ludicrous that we don't even have, the Congress reporters that you have on your show, don't even have the decency to at least, give this information the credence that it deserves on the basis of, our national security. It's not about connecting the dots. The fact is that if you are married to somebody as important as, Gaurav Gogoi, who has such a long and legacied a contribution to Indian politics, then it becomes your moral responsibility, ethical responsibility to ensure that you are not taking your P's and Q's from, somebody sitting in Pakistan, a Pakistani national who is known for his anti-India stance. Whether it was when he was tweeting during the CEA and lying in his tweets saying that Muslim citizens of India are going to be put in detention centers, or that giving false impression that the CA was anti-Indian citizens. When people like this can peddle lies, and then you can call them your friends, or you can call them your seniors, or you can work under them, I think therein lies the issue. This is a complete deficit of moral integrity. But what do you expect from the Congress? Let me ask you this. Considering that Rahul Gandhi goes internationally ever so often only to defame India and say things like, we are fighting against the Indian state itself. Sonia Gandhi was the co-president of the Democratic Leaders of Asia Pacific, a George Soros-supported organization that promoted the idea of an independent Kashmir. I mean, we are dealing with a problem that is a Congress problem. Congress should right now be looking into the kind of people that are around them, looking into the exodus of Congress members that is happening not just in Assam but across the country, and having the integrity to call a spade instead of sitting here and saying that, the spokesperson from the BJP doesn't have any, is not well prepared. I think he gave his arguments very well, he stated facts which you are unable to accept. So I think, what we are dealing here with is the problem of negationism that Congress has, that there is anything wrong with them. According to them, everything that they say is right. Rahul Gandhi also went abroad and said things like, Sikhs are not going to be allowed to wear turbans in India. Nobody from the Congress, including the people who are defending it right now, said, well, that's completely untrue. So, let's not skirt around the issue. Let's call a spade, and let's ask for some accountability. That's the least we can do in favor of our national integrity. And when we talk about ISI agents, let me just say this. While we are going through one of the toughest times in our northeastern borders, in our northeastern neighborhood, this is the time that things like this cannot be taken lightly. They have to be taken seriously. And if you don't have a problem, the person who spoke before me, if you don't have a problem if you're saying, BJP didn't take action earlier on, then let me say this, you shouldn't have a problem right now. When the FIR is filed, you shouldn't object to it.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm getting a Nikhil Jain. 1 minute. I'm getting a Nikhil Jain. 1 minute. Kapil. I have 6 others, 5 others.
Quick response.
I'll give you 10 seconds. I want to bring in the others, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say here, in fact, the lady who just spoke here, with utmost respect and humility at my command, I must say it here that she has also exposed the government. She doesn't have any answer that if you have information available in public domain since 2015 and it is an issue of national security. So are we saying our national security agencies are so lethargic that they will take 9 odd years to pick up something?
Okay, one minute.
Debate.
Okay.
Just a minute. And to do a debate.
Hold on.
And then to make these kind of insinuations.
Okay. Kapil,
even now as we speak,
I heard.
Please correct me.
I heard Ajay Alok, 1 minute. I heard Ajay Alok say that these are new revelations. Wait. But I also have a picture.
The expose and these
1 minute.
Available in the public domain.
1 minute.
That's why we are asking why Gaurav Gogoi went to Pakistan without informing anyone.
Yeah, Nick, and I just saw
it was a hidden covert operation.
Let me ask Nikhil Jain this question. Nikhil, I told you, the series of events, right? There was Assam violence in December 2014, Bangalore bombing where one person died in 2014 December. 2015 Jammu attack, March 2015, carried out by Pakistan, 6 martyred. Manipur ambush, 176, right, died, including 158 terrorists, right, neutralized. Gurdaspur attack, 10 neutralized, July 2015, same year, it's all happening in the same year. July 2015, you had the Gurdaspur attack, right, Pakistan was responsible. 2016, you had the Pathankot. So look at the time when this meeting happens. It's all happening around the time when Pakistan is attacking India, right? And we were questioning Pakistan for hobnobbing with the Hurriyat back then. We were asking the questions. I remember we were asking the questions. You're right. BJP should have known. The agencies back then should have known. Right? If this is a new expose, I don't know. That's what Ajay Alok says. But certainly, if the meeting did happen, and if the startup of Gaurav Gogoi was also called, and if the startup then after this meetings became critical of the BSF, of which Himanta Biswa Sarma says there is proof and is also a matter of public record, it says something, right? Nikhil?
Now, Niranjan, can I answer, please? You very eloquently listed 3 terrorist attacks that were supposedly backed by Pakistan that happened on Indian soil in 2015. And yet, in December 25, 2015, a very high functionary of the Indian government made an unannounced stop to attend the wedding of the granddaughter or the daughter of Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif of Pakistan. 8 days later, what happens? There was the Pathankot Air Force Base attack. Who was that high functionary? Prime Minister Modi. Am I to say that Prime Minister Modi, sat with Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, had biryani and discussed about attacking the Air Force attack base? No, I would be absolutely stupid to say that. My Prime Minister would not do that. But what the BJP is doing right now is that they're claiming that because a member of parliament belonging to the opposition party met some person in Pakistan who also happens to be doing work relating to public policy, as does his wife, there is some sort of, khichadi pakawing between the two. That is absolutely ridiculous. And what, Ajay Alok was talking about deficit in moral integrity. I think what is happening right now is the biggest deficit in moral integrity. That till 2014, you had this unsaid line that you do not go after people, political parties do not go after family members of other politicians who are not in public life. See, if there is something wrong that Gaurav Gogoi's wife has done, please file an FIR, please have the agencies investigate it and all of that. But why are you doing press conferences? Why are you doing coming on news debates and talking about it? You should let the state and its agencies take the course, but that's not what's being done. The whole issue is being politicized. The tweet is in public domain since 2020. The meeting was in public domain since 2015. If you're waking up after 5 to 10 years, this is very clearly political, and this is absolutely a degenerate level of politics that you're trying to drag somebody's wife who is not in public, who's not in political or public life, and you're trying to claim that that person is some sort of an ISI agent, and the kind of words that are being thrown around that Gaurav Gogoi was honey trapped. For heaven's sake, we're talking about a man's wife, somebody he's been wedded to for the past 11 years, and you have the gall to use vulgar words like him being honey trapped. For heaven's sake, if there is indeed something wrong that this woman has done, please use your agencies, present a charge sheet before a court, and then put her in jail. Do not do this third-rate politicking on national television. And
Nikhil, you mean to say No. You mean to say that Gaurav Gogoi was fully aware that the person he's going to marry is an ISI agent, and then also he went ahead and got married? That's what you want to say?
When did I ever say that, Mr. Alok? When did I ever say that, Mr. Alok? His wife is somebody who's an international
that's what you want to
scholar.
say.
Obviously, she meets
That's
people
what you're
from
meaning, that
Pakistan,
he please
from
file an
Afghanistan,
FIR,
from
get it
the United
investigated.
States.
She has been drawing the salary. You know who's this Ali Tawkir Sheikh? Ali Tawkir Sheikh was her PhD guide.
Means he's conspiring with GJ.
He was a PhD guy. He was a PhD guide. They have been constantly receiving funds. They have been constantly receiving funds. This Ali Tawkir Sheikh is a known ISI agent.
For conspiracy, then
he's a known ISI agent.
You have no proof of conspiracy. You are only moving
1 minute. Can I? Okay. Okay. 1 second.
You are throwing mud at somebody's personal
Her wife
life.
was living in Pakistan and working for him.
Please then prosecute.
Anyway, Himanta Biswa Sarma is going to file an FIR. And central agencies have also taken note of it. So be aware of it. And till now, this matter is going on for now 48 hours. Gaurav Gogoi, you know what he said? If my wife is an ISI agent, well, then I am a raw agent. He's taking it that lightly.
1 minute. 1 second.
Now he needs to come and answer.
1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, I'm bringing Sangeet Ragi. I have 4 more panelists who haven't spoken.
Where is the radar installation?
Nikhil and Ajay, I want to bring in the other panelists. Please. 1 minute. 1 minute. I want to bring in the other panelists. I want to bring in the other panelists, Nikhil. Nikhil, I want to bring in the other panelists. Sangeet Ragi hasn't spoken. Calm down. I'm going to come to you. Hold on. Because I have 4 more panelists who haven't spoken. Please. I'm coming to you, Ramnik. I'm coming to you as well. Sangeet Ragi, now see, there is another tweet, right? Himanta Biswa Sarma says, he says, following the meeting with Pakistani Ambassador Abdul Basit, who was in office from 2014 to 2017, the Honourable MP, reference to Gaurav Gogoi, began raising parliamentary questions that had the potential to extract confidential information related to India's nuclear program. Given the sensitive nature of these inquiries, the timing becomes particularly significant, raising serious concerns about the intent and broader implications behind such questions. Interestingly, after India started taking a grim view of Abdul Basit's conduct, the Honourable MP's interest in defence and nuclear affairs saw a notable decline, a pattern that warrants close scrutiny. Now, even if there were to be an investigation now, right, there's no proof that there is a direct link, right? Is there a proof that there is a direct link between his wife or his family and the ISI?
I think that it is very clear, and Gaurav Gogoi must explain this. You cannot ridicule the questions or allegations that have been labelled by Himanta Biswa Sarma and being reiterated here by Ajay Alok. There is a potential threat to the national security because of the kind of the questions that Tarun Gogoi Mr. Gogoi has raised in the parliament and tried to seek information from the government of India. Second, that sometimes I feel that is the Congress leadership, some key leaders of the Congress party working as the assets of the foreign agencies. The way they have tried to, play out the divisive politics in this country, there is a serious doubt about it. The George Soros link with Rahul Gandhi, and secondly, now it is coming to Gaurav Gogoi and his wife. This is a very serious question. I don't think that in the panel debate we should take it so lightly. Third thing, I think that the government of India should investigate into her phone calls, who she had been talking in last 10 years. All the data should come to the public notice. When Mr. Gaurav Gogoi met, why somebody was raising the question that why the Lok Sabha Speaker didn't issue that. Well, Lok Sabha Speaker can issue the notice only after he comes to know about it or there is a privileged motion put in the Lok Sabha. Secondly, when the government of India comes to know about it, actually it was the responsibility of the Gaurav Gogoi to share the information with the Ministry of External Affairs and the Home Ministry that what transpired between him and Mr. Abdul Basit. So it was far more a responsibility of the member of the parliament to share what transacted between the two. Last point which I want to add, that I have come to know that she hasn't taken the Indian citizenship. So when Ajay Alok is raising the question that was it planted in India, such kind of things have happened in the past. We all know how the KGB and ISI or the American agencies have planted in India in some significant foreign ladies in the family of the country, political family of the country. Next point I would like to say that the kind of unrest that you see today in the Northeast is a product of the policy of the Congress party, right from Pandit Nehru. Do you know that one part of India, let me tell you, that Nagaland, the Sadhus and the Hindu Sanatanis were restricted to go there by Pandit Nehru. This is on record. You can check it with. So Christianization, the Baptist Church, all kinds of missionaries have completely transformed the religious demography of it. And who is working behind that? The American deep state, the missionaries from Europe. They are the forces. Now they are creating unrest. Even in case of Manipur, I am telling, and I am saying it with all sense of responsibility. I visited Manipur twice or thrice. I went to even those areas. I asked one of the guys in the camp that where from you are getting the arms. He said that we are getting the arms from Mizoram. The chief minister of Mizoram went to United States of America and shared his view with the Christian missionary that he wanted a separate homeland for Mizoram. Well, he wanted independent Mizoram, but he cannot do it now. So, who are the forces who have been patronized in last 70 years by the Congress party? They are the divisive forces. Let me again reiterate it. And this allegation about the Gaurav Gogoi and his wife is a serious allegation, and the government of India, must go into it. And somebody was asking that why it has been made public. Why not? It should be. Tomorrow there is a SIT. Suppose that tomorrow, and I would appeal the government of Assam to constitute an SIT to look into the matter and go ahead with file an FIR. Try to know whom she had talked in last 10 years, who were the assets in Pakistan with whom she was talking to all these days. I think that all this information must come to us. It is not a secret fact that leads, or it is International Council for Local Environmental Initiatives or Climate and Development Knowledge Network.
Yeah.
They are the organization which are funded by George Soros Foundation, Open Foundation. More importantly, which Ajay Alok was talking about, Tom Udall, his election campaign was funded by George Soros. We shouldn't forget. And this was this man had the ISI, had a very close proximity with the ISI, and more importantly, he has been, vomiting out tirade against India. So these are the serious questions. You cannot simply say that it is only just because the political, the election are round the corner in 2026 in Assam. That's why Himanta Biswa.
Okay, let me 1 minute. Sangeet Ragi, let me take this to SK Singh. Let me take this to SK Singh. SK Singh, see, it's not that, he's a chief minister. A chief minister is making these allegations, and he's the deputy leader of opposition. He's not a small leader. He's a deputy leader of opposition, right? So, should there be an investigation? Why not have a very sort of fair investigation into this?
My question would be, why was there no investigation if things were in public domain in 2015, 2020? Is Mr. Biswa Sarma exposing his own government and the government of India for this massive security and investigative failure? Number one, my take is different. I tell you what. This propaganda has been perfectly timed to create a propaganda narrative just before the elections. You know that in Assam, there are a series of elections lined up, including of Autonomous Council, the Panchayat election, and the Assembly election next year. I have a feeling that Biswa Sarma, the constant rebel rouser, Guwahati makes government and breaks government these days. But I have a feeling that Biswa Sarma's stock is down after Jorhat debacle and Jharkhand shock. So I think he needed some kind of something to, just put Gogoi family. You must be knowing that he had a running feud with him, and he camped in Jorhat to defeat him, but he got a shock of 1,41,000 votes. And he left Congress and joined BJP because of the Gogoi family. So that is the background, and I think when it all has a political hue and color, and that is why he's preparing the ground to create a talking point so as to salvage his position, which I think somewhat is now precarious.
Yeah.
I'm not going into the merit of the case. Maybe the allegation is right, very true, everything is taken on the face value. But why now?
Well, the BJP itself, Ramnik, I mean, BJP itself has said these are some new details that have come, right, to light. They are saying that they came to know about it now.
Achha, okay.
They are saying, I'm not saying, they are saying it. Ramnik.
Very well then. Well, to answer Nikhil's point, this may not be the very first case of a honey trap. There may be a few other Congress leaders in the past who would have been honey trapped by foreign citizens to get married, to politicians to be very precise. And there will be a large number of them we are not aware of, or they are not in the public domain. So, I mean, for intelligence agencies, it's quite normal to, honey trap politicians. So, I'll just bring your attention to certain tweets from this Ali Sheikh fellow. In 19, he tweeted, rather in 20, he tweeted, "Bravo," he says, "a heart-wrenching two-nation theory still haunts Muslims in Assam. A sad issue that demands Bangladesh and Pakistan develop a shared view and response." He's talking about Bangladesh and Assam. Now he again writes in 19, "The real problem isn't that illegal migrants from Bangladesh are going to India via Assam. It's the convergence between the natives against Bengalis and the Hindu nationalist agenda of the BJP against Muslims." So this person is constantly speaking about Assam, and he's spewing venom against India. Well, Congress has a large history of bringing anti-India questions, especially after Uri. Digvijay Singh claimed whether Uri was actually done or not. After Balakot, they raised questions. Now, when it comes to the picture that is reflecting on the screen right now, well, I must tell you this, a picture is worth 1,000 words. If you are not convinced with this picture, do you remember the picture where Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, and Mr. Sarma from the Congress party are signing a MOU with the Chinese CCP? If that is not enough, do you remember when the Doklam issue the standoff was happening, the visit of Rahul Gandhi, he denied visiting the Chinese embassy, and later the picture came out from the Chinese side and he admitted. There have been 20 flip-flops over by the congressmen. Well, when it comes again, honestly speaking, the congressmen have been taking money. The Rajiv Gandhi Foundation has received money. Ford Foundation has paid the Aam Aadmi Party. So the US deep state, the US aid and other agencies have been paying politicians, and I can vouch for it. And I know for a fact that several politicians have received money, either directly or indirectly, or in shape of an NGO, or in shape of a fellowship from one of those, organizations. Whether it was the Adani toolkit, whether it was the Pegasus toolkit, all of this had come from, ICLEI, CDKI, OCCRP, Lead Pakistan. These are all, Lead Pakistan, by the way, is an organization which comes out of Jinnah Avenue in Islamabad. Well, if that is the case, and when you ask questions whether a permission was sought before meeting Pakistani ambassador and a debriefing done, well, then you have to actually go and find out if Rahul Gandhi had taken permission and come back and give it to the concerned authorities when he goes out to his foreign trips without the security detail which they so dearly love to have in India. I mean, they've made an issue out of it several times. And when it comes to Ajay Alok's points, I resonate them. Very sensitive questions being asked by the deputy LOP, Mr. Gogoi. You remember the cash for question scam?
No, but I have to ask you one thing, 1 minute. But
listen, one brief moment. What situation does it put in India when the LOP and the deputy LOP both are, under question mark? Who knows that the LOP is not honey trap?
No, 1 minute. No, 1 minute. Ramnik, see, the Assam Chief Minister has asked a few questions. He's put out a few tweets. He has a right to do that, right? It's his principal opposition. He has concerns over national security, legitimate, valid. He's calling for an investigation, great. He's saying his cabinet is going to discuss the issue, fantastic, right? All of that is okay. My problem is with using terms like honey trap. Gaurav Gogoi is not a small person. One minute. My question is
very normal.
No, 1 minute.
In the security establishment, listen to me. If you speak with people in the security establishment, it is
no, but 1 minute. He's been married for many years. 1 minute. He's been married for many years. No, 1 minute.
Is there a timeline for a honey trap?
I'm asking you something. I'm asking okay, Sheikh Ahmed still hasn't spoken.
Is there a timeline for a honey trap?
Sheikh Ahmed hasn't spoken. Let me get him. 46 minutes he's been sitting. Sheikh Ahmed. See, I'll tell you, Ramnik, all of that is okay. An investigation should happen. But, terms like honey trap, I'm not so sure. I mean, he's been married for many years.
See, I am not saying he's honey
1 minute.
trap.
Sheikh Ahmed.
Listen, I am not saying Gaurav Gogoi is honey trap.
Yeah.
But I am saying if he is, he's not the first.
Okay, Sheikh Ahmed.
Yes.
I want a response to what, Ramnik Man just said.
See, I would say that the BJP spokesperson was talking about connecting dots, as if he was talking whether he's a police commissioner or he represents any security agency. When you are talking about when I see the headlines, Pakistan linked to Elizabeth Colburn, you don't write, you make it a sensational news. It starts from Himanta wants to become a new leader of BJP. He tweeted something. He said something. If he knew something is happening, there is no inquiry is not going on. First, what they do actually, they start with a tweet. This circus starts with a tweet. Then the media takes up, and you make it a sensational story. And somebody is saying honey trap, somebody is saying that, the other one was saying that he took it from Gogoi, he took it to the Muslims, then from Muslims he took it to Nehru. So this is where we should connect the dots.
No. 1 minute, wait, 1 minute. What did he say about Muslims? What did he say about Muslims?
Last 45 minutes.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
BJP they have PhD. They are very much expert in spreading this fake story, or very much expert in distractions and spreading hate. What is the story all about? There is no inquiry. You are saying that Himanta versus Gogoi. You are saying that the wife of Gaurav Gogoi is involved with has some links with ISI. Tomorrow you will say she has links with Osama bin Laden. Day after tomorrow you will say she has links with some other terrorist organization. I fail to understand if there is a link. If there is a link, there is no FIR. Before FIR, even FIR is not that somebody. It's not you don't convict that person. There is a FIR. Before FIR, before any inquiry, before any case has been registered in any court in the country, and you are putting up like a media trial and discussing this.
1 minute, excuse me, sir. 1 minute, Sheikh Ahmed. Sheikh. 1 minute. He said something about the media. Just give me a second. Sheikh, 1 minute. Sheikh, he's the chief minister of Assam.
That's true.
He's talking about the deputy leader of opposition. There is no one tweet.
Why he is talking?
Wait. He's not put out one tweet, sir. He has not put out one tweet. There are at least 15 to 20 tweets. The Assam cabinet is taking this up this week. An SIT is being formed to investigate it. I'm sorry if you have... No, 1 minute. It is... No. If this is not news, then I have serious issues with what qualifies as news for you. This is big news.
This is a circus. This is not news.
Oh my God.
This is a circus.
Okay. You call it circus, I call it
Yes,
news.
it's a circus. Why he's talking?
Rami, yeah, Rami. Okay, Rami wants to come in. Last word, Rami. I'm giving the last word to Rami this side. Rami. Rami. I'm letting Rami come in. Rami Desai.
It's absolutely unacceptable that you call raising questions on national security and territorial integrity of this country as a circus. It shows which side you lean on. But the fact of the matter is, this is, as you correctly said, that this is the chief minister of the state making these allegations. Fine, I am ready to accept that the agency should have picked this up earlier on. But are you ready to accept that now that it has been picked up, you are going to stand by the investigation agencies and say that do the best job that you can, no matter who it implicates? Because I haven't heard one person defending the Congress on this panel say, well, now that we have this information, let's
Madam, because when you talk about the investigation, you have already declared him convict. You already convicted him.
Nobody
That's
has
what I
declared
say.
anything. Questions are being raised, but you're not willing to listen to the question as well. So
That's what I say.
down
Okay.
your integrity.
I have to tell you, this is going to be very interesting. I mean, I'll tell you as a journalist, right? As a 1 minute, these are very serious questions. I have to end the debate.
10 seconds.
Okay, Ajay, look, quickly, I have to end 10 seconds after I'm closing it.
Can I get 10 as well?
If I have time, Ajay, fast. Time starts now.
The question here is, the whole question here is, he happens to be deputy leader of opposition. That is a very sensitive post. And he needs to come out and clarify. And he has not done it for the last 48 hours. 12 years of his marriage, his wife is still a British citizen. It's the same case like Sonia Gandhi and Rajiv Gandhi.
Okay, I'm leaving it at that. Okay, I'm leaving it at that. And I'm leaving it at that. And I'm not giving Nikhil Jain 10 seconds because he blew his chance by speaking out of turn right at the beginning of the debate. Thank you very much. We'll speak again. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Good night. Bye-bye. See you again. Okay, that's it. A big story coming up this week. Assam cabinet will meet on this Pakistan link controversy next few days. Very, very interesting. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.
इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
पहाड़ों में एक हाइकिंग शिप भी बन सकती है।
In the India Today Best Universities Survey, India's #1 ranked universities in various streams are